Just Cause 2 was miles better than its predecessor thanks to its gargantuan open world, unlimited parachutes, and versatile grappling hook. The sky is the limit as to what Avalanche Studios can accomplish on the current generation of hardware. We recently spent 5 hours with Just Cause 3 ahead of its launch on December 1st, and we're just beginning to understand how big this anticipated sequel is going to be. The game takes place in Medici, the Mediterranean-styled homeland of our hero, Rico Rodriguez. The areas each have their own unique feel, and there are now zones and caves and other creative interiors. Rico takes down evil dictators for a living, and the target here is General Di Ravello. You free areas from his rule by completing missions and securing outposts and towns within different provinces, which all make up several larger regions.
All units, find the rebels. Pursue aggressively.
Taking control of a town or outpost involves destroying certain objects or shutting down buildings. Some of these objectives require you to operate terminals while on foot, so you can't just bomb an area from above and succeed. Explosives were hard to come by in Just Cause 2 unless you kept ordering them, but in Just Cause 3, you have endless C4. You can deploy 3 at a time and level up to 5 eventually, so anything in the world is combustible if you can get close enough.
Make sure there's a clear path.
You can also use your grappling hook to cause destruction now that the left trigger retracts the line, pulling the opposite ends together. This pulls helicopters to the ground, vehicles into other vehicles, and topples area objectives like billboards and statues. The grapple itself is largely unchanged from Just Cause 2, which is a good thing. You may find yourself using it even more now that fitting in new abilities on the controller removed the option to run or dodge roll, both of which are arguably unnecessary if you can basically fly.
Units, target escaped. Stay alert.
The toy that causes the most joy in Just Cause 3 is the new wingsuit, which works in tandem with your infinite parachutes wonderfully. Parachutes are good for gaining altitude by using the grappling hook or surveying bases from above while dropping rockets or explosives. The wingsuit is for getting from point A to point B, and while the controls are really sensitive, you can still travel great distances with only your hook and the wind. This might make you wonder why you would spend time in the world's many vehicles, so the game makes discovering new cars fun by allowing you to drop one off at a garage, add it to your collection, and order it to your location whenever you want. You later unlock vehicle upgrades like nitrous that will be automatically applied to whatever you call in. Supply drops now let you order multiple pieces of equipment to save time, a two-handed, dual-wheeled, special, and vehicle item. You need a beacon to call in a rebel drop, but they can be easily collected at bases around the map. When you seize a location, several challenges will open up nearby that test your skills on land, in the water, and in the air flying a plane or using your wingsuit. You can use the challenge's pre-selected vehicle or substitute one you've discovered. Earning gears from these challenges unlocks gear mods in their respective category. Mods add specific effects to your abilities, or just increase the number of times you can use them. And you may not want to have all of them turned on all the time, but if you want to focus on unlocking all of the wingsuit mods, for example, you can complete those challenges when they pop up. Feats are like smaller, more focused challenges, and you can chart their stats on separate leaderboards. If you think any of your stunts are worth celebrating, you can call out your friends directly and challenge them to beat your best numbers. Just Cause 3 tracks a lot of these mini achievements in an attempt to provoke the player into spending hours searching for the craziest way to complete a stunt. There's a lot of new, big ideas in Just Cause 3, but there are also subtle refinements that make the environment more dynamic. Friendly troops that follow you around will now take over driving duties if you set a destination and temporarily step out of the vehicle for whatever reason. You can now walk around on the top of planes, cars, and boats instead of being locked to a specific spot. You can hack anti-air emplacements so that they'll target enemy helicopters, and random encounters pop up on the map now that you can choose to engage or ignore. The map is roughly the same size, but the world is much richer. There are lots of distractions to get obsessed with in every zone, whether it's mastering the wingsuit, following Rico's personal story, conquering the islands one by one, collecting cars, opening up mods to customize your playstyle, or just messing around with the tolerant citizens of Medici. After a couple of hours, you can tell that Just Cause 3 is going to be a much deeper experience than its predecessor. The question is, can the gameplay sustain a trip all the way around this massive world? We're looking forward to the next time we can drop in and get hooked.